G'day YouTube, Warbles on a lot here in the main street of Glen Innes. We are here and we want to come down to here on the southern outskirts to have a little look at Gawura Gallery, which looks in real time like this. And it's a whale themed Aboriginal art gallery because Lloyd Hornsby, the artist who owns the place with his wife Wendy, is a Yuin man, and Gawura is Yuin for whale. The gallery hasn't been here for very long. I drive past this spot at least 6 times a week, and a couple of years ago I noticed that there was a bit of a lean-to going up, and the lean-to grew a shed, and the shed grew a water tank and a wood pile and a garden, and together with the caravan I thought that was going to be it. But then this gallery appeared, purpose designed, and everybody thought, where did they get the money for that? With a lot of people expecting there to have been government money involved by way of a grant or funding or subsidy or something, but no. This is Lloyd and Wendy's retirement plan. They sold a house in Brisbane, dipped into their superannuation. So Lloyd has his studio where he does his paintings, as well as his gallery where they sell the paintings, with their house and an office built onto the north side of the gallery. Okay, so I've got to mention that there's a fair bit of etiquette involved in videoing inside a gallery. Some galleries don't allow any cameras at all whatsoever. This is a perfect situation because the artist who did most of the work in the gallery owns the gallery, and he says it's okay as long as I only show his work. He does have space in his gallery for other artists, but artists live in constant horror that somebody's going to photograph their work and copy it overseas, so therefore I can only show Lloyd's work. Here we see Ellen's Dreamtime Garden, and I'm sorry it's not square in the frame, but it's been glazed, and if I stand in front of it you're going to get a reflection of me. And Lloyd's asked that that not happen, so I'm just going to jiggle a few camera angles so I can get the 3 paintings that are glazed to show up in the video without showing me as a ghost in the image. I'm pulling the exact same trick with this one, and I'm not going to go any further in front of it because if I do that I'll trigger the movement sensitive lights in the gallery proper. Because at the moment I'm standing in the foyer and you can still see there's some glazing reflections in there. This one is titled Burnham Burnham, the Aboriginal elder who took the land rights flag to Britain and claimed the entire British Isles for the Aboriginal people of Australia back in the 1980s. See, there's a ghost of the picture across the other side of the foyer in that. The best I can do without leaving them out of the movie entirely, which was in fact Lloyd's suggestion. I can't do much about that 50 cycles per second neon lighting hum going up and down the frame either. So let's move on to the other paintings which do not have glass. Still got that 50 cycle per second neon buzz, but at least there's no glass over the front of this. This is really big. It's 4 metres away from the camera. Here's your scale marker. Here's another scale marker. By the way, under glass over there, Spirit of Gawura. I can't get any closer to it than this without ghosting out of all recognition. Okay, so let's go in and have a look at that. As I said, Gawura is Yuan for whale. And Wendy tells me the traditional tribal belief is that when men die, they reincarnate as orcas. So I think this is Lloyd's father and his brother. She also said all these paintings are stories, so they're all true. And although Lloyd identifies as Indigenous Australian, he also has Chinese heritage. So if he wants to paint the Great Wall of China in Aboriginal dot painting, he can. He's entitled. And whereas the men reincarnate as orcas, the women reincarnate as humpbacks. So this tableland white fella first heard yesterday. And this is full of marine creatures too. I think they're wobbegong sharks. Pity about the buzz on the lights in that first shot. Look at the detail in this. Here I'm giving you a bit of an offset view so as not to accidentally include somebody else's artwork. This is actually a painting of a photograph which appears in Blood on the Wattle, which I happen to know because Lloyd gave me a copy of the book. Sort of a swapsy deal. I gave him a copy of my book of poetry, Bush Poems, and he gave me a copy of Blood on the Wattle. There. Here's Lloyd's business card. And another shot of his little brochure. Warbles on a lot to YouTube. Ciao.